Well, huge win for Man United. As I told you that in this time of football, or time of the season, all you need is that to see to it that you gather as much as points as possible. Before we came into this game of football, we had gone ahead to play 8 games, lost 4 and won 4. That was our record into this game, but we've gone ahead to win our other game, and it's now 5 in 9, taking us 15 points this season. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name. This is the United Matters channel, bringing you the match reaction as far as it really went. Now, the first half has been shared, It was not all that a vibrant half for both sides. It was really a little bit dull, though chances were there. Rasmus Højlund getting 2 chances from Marcus Rashford, missing them all, and Scott McTominay capitalizing onto that flicked ball to him by, I think it was a lift flick by Bruno Fernandes. Chest passed it onto the ground, hit it into the back of the net. It almost resembled the goal that he scored against Brentford at Old Trafford in the 94th minute, that obviously equalized the game and made it 1-1 before he headed it home to make it 2-1. After scoring that goal, it never went in well for him. It was like he washed and then lined up his clothes into the mud, because he obviously caused the penalty to Man United when he got hold of the ball in the 18-yard box area, and it's an obvious penalty when that happened. So after that, we obviously struggled in the last 10 minutes of the second half. We really put in a very high gear to see to it that we get another goal, but we couldn't obviously find ourselves onto the lead, and the first half ended 1-1. Now, United came back in the second half with a different mentality altogether, and in the 77th minute, it took a shot of Diogo Dalot to see to it that we obviously hit this to where it deserves to be, and we found ourselves in a situation of really hitting that ball into the back of the net after Amrabat's shot rattled off the frame of the goal when he pulled the trigger. Then Rashford had a chance, Rasmus Højlund had a chance, Bruno Fernandes also had one. So in the second half, we had lots of chances, but we were just a moment of being composed away from really hitting this game, from really hitting this ball into the back of the net to obviously get ourselves to where we deserve to be as a club of Manchester United. So that's the synopsis of the game, and we controlled the second half. The first half, we are not totally in control, we are partially in control. But in the second half, I tell you, we were totally in control, because nothing could stop us from obviously taking us to where we deserve to be as a club of Man United. And it was just a matter of waiting for goal to come in through, because chances were created. You saw how Amrabat distributed that ball to Anthony. Anthony was given some good balls, but he is so selfish. Instead of obviously doing what we call quick passing, he just delays the game. The same applies to Marcus Rashford. In the second half, I see him delay the game. I see him delay the game a lot, guys. He delayed the game because we are into transit. We are into the final third. A player makes an overlapping run, and you don't even pass him through, waiting for yourself to obviously dance through these players, yet your skill set cannot allow you to dance through these players. That is really very bad for Marcus Rashford and Anthony. They need to be proactive. Each and every time we obviously get that ball, like you see Garnacho, if he doesn't make that pass, he just makes a run into the central axis. And Marcus Rashford rarely makes those runs. It's like his game is really known, it's scripted. When he gets that ball, he tries to spread towards the goal line, towards the byline, and then he turns and faces the players. Yet, when you do that, the players of other teams obviously swamping you up and obviously swamping around Rasmus Højlund. But one thing I would like to obviously credit Marcus Rashford for, today he has gone ahead to give Rasmus Højlund 3 chances. This is what I obviously call upon for in every game. Let's create chances for our number 9. Rasmus Højlund in the first half, he had 2 chances. Both of them were saved by the goalkeeper. Sorry, one he missed it, and the second one he controlled it, and the goalkeeper made a very good save. The second one, it was a press and a blind pass from the goalkeeper of Sheffield, and then Rasmus Højlund was really selfish too. Instead of releasing Marcus Rashford, he went in for a shot, and it was really babish that the goalkeeper just went ahead and really held it into his hands like a mother holds her baby. So Rasmus Højlund denied Rashford that chance, but he's really played the game, and he saw to it that Ten Hag got the substitutes right, because when he saw to it that we are not obviously going to where we deserve to be as a club of Man United, what did he do? He went ahead to lift up Anton Martial, Garnacho, and Eriksson. Eriksson bringing the composure on the field of play. That is Eriksson for you. Then the other player, Garnacho, bringing on pace off the left attacking side of the midfield and directness, Then Anton Martial getting us a hold-up play in front of goal, because Rasmus Højlund was supposed to be taken off. Why? He got 3 chances and couldn't score. And why would you keep him on the field of play? Secondly, he had gone ahead to get what we call a knock in the game they played against San Marino, and that would have gone ahead to affect him a little bit, right? It would have gone ahead to affect him a little bit if at all you kept him long and played close to 90 minutes. So the manager took him off as we prepared for the game of what's the name of that team? The team is called Copenhagen on Wednesday at Old Trafford, because this was a game done and dusted, and all what you needed was simple: get yourself in and really get the game done, because any player you had on the bench would have gone ahead to come in through and do the needful to obviously get us to the winning moment that most of us were really waiting in for. So in the 63rd minute, he came in through and obviously made a substitution, a triple substitution. 3 players came on through, and then we saw to it that lots of things changed. The directness was really huge, and we went ahead to obviously get our team to where it deserves to be, and we went ahead to obviously collect that win. Though it came in from an unusual source, that is Diogo Dalot, but all what you need in such games is a win. Now we've gone ahead to win 2 consecutive Premier League games. Has this happened ever since the season started? I never saw it happen, us winning 2 consecutive Premier League games. We first won against Wolverhampton Wanderers. We went away at Tottenham Hotspur. We lost by 2-0. We came back Old Trafford. We beat Nottingham Forest. And then we went ahead and obviously lost, I think, to Brighton. Then later, we go away at Arsenal and we lose, Then we come back at Old Trafford. So we go away at Burnley, we get a win. Then we come back in the Premier League against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace beats us. Then Brentford comes in through and we beat it. And now we've gone ahead to get our 2nd consecutive win this season. Obviously, this is the momentum you want to get and the confidence to build on it, that we can obviously get ourselves winning. When we considered the equalizer in the first half, I thought about the mindset of these players of Man United, that it might go back to where we don't want them to be. And where don't we want them to be? We don't want them to be into that position of them coming in through and really knowing that again the same thing is happening, because we've been scoring and equalized, and obviously the heads drop. This time round, the heads of these players never dropped. They kept on pushing and we took it to the next level. So for the substitutions, I take it for Erik ten Hag. But I ask myself, why was Rashford played all those minutes? He was also supposed to be taken off, maybe, and get on Mason Mount, That is it. But I think he has gone ahead to get everything right. Evans looks like he has gone ahead to get an injury. Rafael Varane came in through. What a good game plan for Erik ten Hag, because he knew that he never needed Varane to play this game. And he saw to it that Harry Maguire and Evans were not exposed. The problem was that Marcus Rashford couldn't track back. That's why he saw to it that first goal we conceded is because of this man not tracking and getting back to where he deserves to be. That is it. Because if at all he tracked back, as he's supposed to track back, he would have gone ahead not to expose Lindelof into that situation where he was really in a 1v2 situation. 1 United player and 2 players of or 2-3 players of Sheffield that obviously went ahead to beat them up, to create space for them to obviously come in for a cross that resulted into that penalty. Even when Marcus Rashford went onto the right attacking side of the midfield. You saw to it that a player was shooting the ball and Rashford was just trotting and looking at him. That is really uncalled for at Man United. You cannot be like that. You have to track back, run yourself down, and don't see us concede any goal. And Marcus Rashford were obviously moving around like, or what? Because he really never did what he had to do, right? So I will believe that it was really a very good game for Man United, and what a win. You know, sometimes I tell you, for the first 10 games of the season, all we need is what we call a win, and I think it's high time we went into the match stats of the game. And the most important bit was that we got the first goal. You wouldn't like to really be behind that team when they're really having that crowd that was really rocking into their fixture or onto their stadium. Now, we go to the team stats. 12 shots by Sheffield, United had 14. 6 shots on target by Sheffield, Man United had 5. Would have gone ahead to get more. We needed more composure. 38% ball possession by Sheffield, 68% ball possession by Man United. Total control, 331 passes completed by Sheffield. United completed 543. 67% passing accuracy by Sheffield, 80% passing accuracy by Man United. 12 fouls by Sheffield and 10 fouls by Man United. 3 yellow cards to Sheffield, 1 yellow card to Man United, and 0 red cards to both sides. 3 offsides to Sheffield, 4 offsides to Manchester United, and 5 corners to Sheffield and 4 corners to Manchester United. One of the players I want to talk about is Amrabat. I had gone ahead to obviously talk about him. You see how he commands that central defense, the energy, the way he really runs back. When I was doing the match day live, I obviously came out and told you about what we need in this player, that he needs to be tracking back, and he did it very, very well. There was a moment that Harry Maguire was beaten Lindelof because they are not as fast as Varane and Lisandro Martinez or Luke Shaw, and he obviously tracked back and obviously closed down that area, and he saw us obviously getting to where we deserve to be as a club of Manchester United. So it was really something great for the club of Man United getting into that win, and I think it has gone ahead to take us to a more suitable place. It comes in through when the likes of Chelsea have gone ahead to drop 2 points because they've gone ahead to draw with Arsenal 2-2. Then the likes of which side? The likes of Brighton have gone ahead to lose today, so it puts us in a very good position as you see the Premier League table right here. As I told you that we go into this game of football when we are 12 points and we were 9 points behind the table leaders, that is Man City, and now we are just 6. Man City are having 21 points, Arsenal having 21 in 9 games, Liverpool 20 in 9 games, Tottenham Hotspur 8 in 20. For all they win their game, they're going to be topping the table again. Newcastle is having 16 with 9 games played, and Aston Villa has not yet played. You see Brighton is here, and we come in the 8th position with 15 points in there for you. So that means we only have to go ahead and obviously beat Man City next Sunday to see to it that we close it down into this style of football. So it shows you that all we need is consistency. If we win our games very well, then we might find ourselves going to the international break when we are into the top 4. Because if we are 6 points behind Arsenal and 6 points behind Man City. Beat Man City, all will be okay, and the team will be on. Because our next fixtures in the Premier League are Man City, Fulham, and Luton Town. And we are hosting 2 of these games at home, and I think we can go out at Fulham and really get that well-deserved win. Without Casemiro in that midfield, went ahead to obviously play very well, and you need him to rest. For the number of games that's gone ahead to play last season, you just need him to get these. I think it's going to be, because he's not going to play this week. He last played on Wednesday, so Wednesday next week, it's going to be 1 week, and he will be in action again as we take on the side of Manchester City. That is it. So he's going to rest for some 9 days. That will be something great for him, and I think he's going to hate to obviously rest in Brazil down there. So guys, your thoughts on to our reaction to Sheffield 1, Man United 2 are welcome in the comment section below. But Diogo Dalot, good ambition, and it went in the back of the net, and that goal that Amrabat went ahead to score was really legit. Sorry, that shot, you know, when he pulled the trigger outside the box area and obviously deflected off the crossbar. So guys, your thoughts on that are welcome in the comment section below. What haven't I talked about that you think was desirable to talk about? Flock into the comment section and tell me about it. Lots of things are gonna hate to happen, but you cannot obviously say everything about Manchester United and what we're gonna hate to do, because we are obviously trying to really run to see to it that we get you every result and everything that you want. I know people have been really trying to really find us and obviously attack us about how we played, but I think that second half has really given us a way of how we really want to be playing into this beautiful game of football. Let me see what Sky Sports has to say about this beautiful fixture and us winning this beautiful game of football. Evans is injured. I think even if he gets injured, that he's going to recover very early, and it's obviously going to take us to where we deserve to be as a club of Manchester United. We thank God for the gift of life. This is Rokan David. This is the United Matters channel. I sign out for now. See you later. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum, and let's continue spreading love, not hate, onto this channel of ours. And it's great having you always. Not so? I'm out. See you when I really come up with the player ratings that you guys are really eagerly waiting for. Massive win for Man United. Let's gear up for Copenhagen on Wednesday next week at Old Trafford. I'm out. Ciao, ciao.